Hey everybody, this is Anthony Rocco with Appliance Buyer's Guide, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Lynx Professional Outdoor Barbecue Grill. Here in South Florida, we've got pretty salty air, and this is right now one of our best-selling barbecues for the area, specifically because it seems to hold up extremely well to the little rougher elements that we have here. We've got a lot of salt, we've got a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and a lot of barbecues that are outside on the right on the intercoastal or on the ocean. So that's not a friendly place for stainless steel barbecues, and you'll notice if you buy a cheap Chinese-made stainless steel barbecue, it will rot out and right off its wheels in a year, 2 years tops. These Lynx Professional are certainly a lot more expensive than that, but they're built to last. They really do hold up well. So we're going to go through some of the features. First thing is this machine has got beautiful LED lit exterior knobs and really pretty LED lit interior. The big heavy duty grill cover is actually on spring dampers, and it makes it extremely easy to open and shut. It's pretty incredible. I mean, it feels like it's extremely light, but then when we actually installed this and put it on, it's a very, very heavy door. So these spring dampers work wonders on this unit. It's all made out of 304 stainless steel, marine grade. The side on this particular model, which is the model that comes on the cart, you've got two side arms that basically can easily pop down for if you don't need it, and for moving the unit around. To open them up, you literally just lift them up and they snap into place. Same thing on the other side. Inside, you've got some pretty cool, unique features. All these Lynx Professional grills are going to come standard with a rotisserie motor. It will come standard with a smoke box. It'll come standard with pretty much everything that all the other brands charge extra for. These grills come standard with. The grates are all solid stainless steel, welded, extremely heavy duty, extremely heavy, period. These grates work extremely well. They hold the heat really well. Look at them. I mean, they're built to last. I actually have one of these units in my own house that has been exposed to the elements without a cover for over 3 years now. I've had it for a little over 4, and later on in the video I'm actually going to show you my own personal unit at my house to show you how well it's held up to the elements over that period of time, which is, it's not under cover, so that's rain, salt in the air, the whole 9 yards. Inside here you'll see you've got ceramic briquettes for your regular grilling surface. That basically creates even heat distribution. The ceramic briquettes, hold the heat really well. Underneath there is where you'll find one of Lynx's most innovative features, which is their solid cast brass burner. This burner is what makes these grills extremely likable for non-friendly climates like where we live. These brass burners last forever. They don't rot. They don't have any kind of issue whatsoever. Normal stainless steel burners will rust out after a certain period of time. There's just no way around it. We can't get around it. Usually they'll last about a year, 2 years tops before they start having rust issues. These burners do not have that problem at all. I can attest that. I've got one that's going over 4 years strong with no issues. On the other side here, and that's for this particular model, is going to get 2 brass burners with your ceramic briquettes, and then over here you're going to get a sear zone, what they call the Pro Sear Zone. And the Pro Sear Zone is really great. This is a ceramic-based grid that works just like salamander in a restaurant. It's extremely hot, perfect for searing your meats or your fishes. I love the design of this. Most places you'll see have like a smaller but a single square that goes all the way up, which I've used forever and is great, but it's a little problematic as the food, when it drops, it lands right on your burner and it stays there. You can't get rid of it. You gotta later on come back out with a vacuum cleaner and vacuum it off or brush it off. The way they design this is so that when food drops, it actually hits and falls down into your catch here, which is great. So nothing gets stuck on your burners anymore, for the most part. And that's why they have these rounded kind of grills to kind of, if any food falls through, especially like vegetables love to fall through. If you have a vegetable that falls through, it doesn't stay there, it just slides off and goes down into your trash area. So that works really, really well as well. These units can come obviously in LP or natural gas. I have mine hooked up to our natural gas. I love it. I never have to refill a tank. They use all glow bar ignition, so there's no clicking, and everything is extremely quick and extremely fast. When you turn a unit on, you'll see this little bar down here is going to get glowing hot to actually ignite the gas. It's a really, really great feature. It works extremely well. You see how fast it gets hot. So That, I think in a nutshell, is about pretty much all the features of the Lynx. This particular model is going to come with 2 storage areas down here below. This is obviously for the, I'm sorry, this side is actually for the LP tank if you need an LP tank, and the rest is for storage. My one at home I actually use to make pizzas on as well. It works really, really well to make pizzas. I jack all the burners up on high, I close this up, I leave it for about 15-20 minutes until the temperature is even well past the 600 degree point. It'll be more like 700-800. And then I come out here and I throw my pizzas on the pizza stone, and it works out really, really well. I love this grill a lot. This particular model retails right now right around $6,300, $6,400 if I'm not mistaken. It's a big chunk of change for a grill, but it's better than paying $1,500 for a professional Chinese-made grill, or $2,000 for a professional Chinese-made grill, and having to replace it every 2 years, 3 years. So that's why we sell a lot of them. If you keep this covered outside and you take care of it, it will last pretty much forever. It's built that way. You can see it's completely, solid stainless steel welds everywhere that have all been polished. The thing is a beast. I mean, it doesn't. There's no area that they didn't think of. Even the exhaust design is great, so stuff doesn't fall into there. It works extremely well. So later on in this video, I'll take some video of the one at my house and show you how it's held up over this period of time. Thanks a lot. All right, guys. Told you I was going to show you my Lynx grill. And this is it right here. My Lynx grill at my house. See if I can't flip this around. There she is. I'll show you where she sits. She sits on the side of my house. That's the amount of cover she gets right there. Nothing. She still gets rained on easily with salt air. Don't ask me why the cover's not been on it for 3 years. I'm embarrassed to say. We're just lazy. I cook on it probably 3 times a week. This grill's 4 years old, this Lynx Professional. It's got the old white face temperature. But all I did was come out here and spray this thing down with the hose and wipe it down with cloth because it had a little bit of lawn debris and dirt on it. But other than that, I mean, this is what it looks like sitting in the elements for 3 years. I can't even tell you how many. My neighbor had a Duquesne. It did not last 2 years. It totally rotted off its wheels. It was totally useless. Went right to the curb. This one, I mean, take a look. I mean, it's not pretty. It's not like showroom factory new or anything. I mean, it's got, usual signs of plenty of wear and tear. But overall, I mean, it's unreal. There's just no two ways about it. The quality of the craftsmanship. This is all made here in the USA, like I said. The quality of the craftsmanship. You can see my dial's pretty old and a little rusted, but it still works without issue. Inside, again, not super pretty, but it's because we use it every day. I haven't had a chance to clean this one out in a couple months. But when I do want to clean it out, for the first couple years I could have literally just taken those briquettes, flipped them over, burned off anything, and they would look brand spanking new. But over the course of heating this thing up to 800 degrees for pizzas many times, what that's done is actually melted off a lot of the steel holders for the briquettes. The briquettes have held up just fine, but the holders have actually, some of the little tabs, they were thinner metal, and they just popped off because they couldn't deal with the continual high heat exposure over and over again. But that doesn't surprise me. I have the old style ceramic sear station. It still works flawlessly. So anyways, wanted to show you guys these things. I do not recommend leaving them like this. I tell all my customers, please cover it 24 hours a day. If you cover it when you're not using it, it will last forever. But this is just to show you quality wise here in South Florida how well this thing is held up with an owner that's like me, that's not been taking very good care of it. It still holds up really well. Thanks for watching our YouTube video. If you'd like to see more appliance reviews and ratings, please click on the link below to subscribe to our channel or visit our website at appliancebuyersguide.com.